After the War of the Elves and Sauron, the world entered a long, uneasy calm. Númenor stood unmatched upon the seas, and its kings ruled far shores. Yet strength bred pride, and pride turned hearts away from the west. The Númenorians sailed no longer as teachers but as lords, and the fear of death, long held at bay, grew sharp and bitter. In Middle-earth, Sauron watched and waited. He rebuilt Mordor, raised Barad-dûr again, and spread his dominion over the east. But when the might of Númenor came at last in overwhelming force, even the Dark Lord perceived that open war would bring only ruin. So he chose guile. When Ar-Pharazôn, the proudest of Númenorian kings, landed with an army so vast that the earth trembled, Sauron laid down his weapons and submitted. He allowed himself to be taken captive, knowing that Númenor's true weakness lay not in arms but in the hearts of men. Thus Sauron came to Númenor in chains, yet in truth he entered as a conqueror. Within a few years he had risen to be chief counselor to the king. With honeyed words he fed Ar-Pharazôn's pride, teaching that death was an unjust doom, and that the Valar had deceived men to keep immortality for themselves. The faithful were silenced. The friendship with the elves was cast aside. Temples were razed to darkness, and the name of the One was spoken no longer. In its place, fear and worship of power took root, and Númenor turned from the light that had once guided it. So the seed of ruin was planted in the greatest kingdom of men, not by siege or flame, but by counsel and lies. And from this corruption would come a defiance so great that it would break the world itself.